Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Years after Kody Brown's first marriages, Sister Wives star Robyn Brown was introduced into the family, completely altering the dynamics of the household and leaving her with a grudge about acceptance that ultimately led to the breakdown of Kody's previous relationships. Years after Kody's first three spouses, Robyn joined the Brown family and got to know Kody after her marriage to David Jessup ended in 2007. The family expanded rapidly before Robyn entered the picture and started to stir things up, thanks to the marriages of Mary Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Brown to Kody in the early to mid-1990s. Kody's marriages to his first three wives have ended as Sister Wives Season 19 has gone on, leaving his marriage to Robyn as the only one to survive. Kody's relationship with Robyn has suffered, despite his struggles with the way his previous marriages ended. Many have overlooked Robyn's involvement in Kody's problems with Christine, Janelle, and Mary, even though it was evident that she was fine with Kody's first marriages failing. Robyn may be acting fake heartbreak over the breakups, but her emotions controlled Kody's actions and caused his past marriages to collapse. In the early days of sister spouses, Kody and Robyn were content to be together, but it was obvious that their relationship was significantly different from how Kody had found his other three spouses. Robyn entered the family in a difficult situation because Kody had been content in his marriages to Mary, Janelle, and Christine for years before Robyn arrived. While Robyn aspired to become a part of a polygamous family and was interested in multiple marriages, Kody was already established when Robyn encountered him. It was less than convenient for the Sister Wives star to join the family because they already had multiple children. Kody and his wives were working according to their current schedule, and significant life changes were still occurring. Even though the first three spouses said they were open to Robyn, it was obvious that her joining their already existing marriage constituted a territorial encroachment. It was evident that Kody wanted Robyn in the family more than he wanted to respect the comfort and desires of his previous wives, even though he appeared to recognize that there were problems at hand. The patriarch's first wife and his most recent one were clearly divided, despite Kody and Robyn's happiness together. This was seen on Sister Wife on a regular basis. Robyn was struggling to fit in with the woman she was attempting to start a family with, while Kody and Robyn were experimenting with their new connection. When Robyn entered the picture, Kody's first three spouses were all already parents, and Robyn had brought three children into the household from her previous marriage. Although the children were welcomed, the big family had to adjust. Although Mary, Janelle, and Christine tried their best to make Robyn feel welcome and content to stay with them, they found it challenging to deal with her desire to be embraced by the family. The three of them were pleased to see Kody adding a new wife to the family, but it also caught them off guard because none of them had known he was looking for a new wife. As their relationships progressed before Robyn, the women occasionally struggled to accept Kody's new wife because they hadn't previously approved of her. In order to get acceptance from Kody's initial wives, Robyn felt she had to make it obvious that she was staying in the family because she was receiving the cold shoulder from the women she wanted to join in multiple marriage. Robyn made herself known by getting involved in everything, even though it could have been equally simple to wait for the women to get used to it. Robyn had her way, whether it was by pushing Kody to give her more attention, putting her children before Kody's other children, or taking Christine's pregnancy over with her honeymoon. Robyn had to understand that this was not the best strategy to win over Kody's first wives, but it did help to some degree to focus Kody's attention on her needs. Robyn has played the victim in every circumstance over the years, making things about her that never had anything to do with her. Robyn has a remarkable capacity to steal the show wherever she goes, even if she may not have been making a constant effort to do so. Robyn has turned into someone who behaves out in an attempt to get attention in the hopes of being understood for her troubles. Robyn has become a stronger pot stirrer than ever as Sister Wives has developed, particularly in Season 19, separating herself and Kody because his previous marriages had ended. Robyn and Kody have benefited from their relationship being at the forefront, even though Kody may still be experiencing a range of emotions related to his marriage's ending. Even though Kody has been coping with his own feelings, the patriarch has found that telling Robyn about his betrayal has been a significant moment as he has endured the most trying periods. Their occasionally tense connection has grown stronger as a result. Robyn has been pressuring Kody to act badly toward his other spouses for years. She has stated that she would not want to live outside of a plural marriage. Robyn has been pushing Kody in the way she wanted him to go for years, from adjusting schedules so he sees them less to making sure he spends the most time with her kids. Even though this may have caused her sister wives to distance themselves from the family, Robyn's steadfast commitment to Kody has strengthened their bond. The sister wives actress has achieved her goal. For the 18 Brown children, a text message debate about a 2021 holiday gift exchange took an especially nasty turn. "It all went bad, it all went south," Christine explained. Robyn, Kody, and their children were on one side and did not want to interact with Janelle, me, or our children. And following this text thread, there was a division. According to Robyn, her 3 older children felt that the conversation was emotionally unsafe and advised them to distance themselves from the relationship. But it was never anything about, "We don't want to see you again. We don't want anything to do with you," she maintained. It was just about, like, "Hey, this got yucky." Gabriel, for his part, hopes they can track each other down again. In the episode that aired on October 13th, he admitted, "The thing I want most is to just have a relationship with Robyn's children again. Aurora was my favorite person to hang out with in middle school, and I was constantly trying to get close to Dayton in high school. However, I'm not optimistic about a relationship with Robyn and Dad." When Aurora's mother married Kody in 2010, she insisted on joining the family, saying, "I've been told directly, multiple circumstances by multiple different people, that I was not accepted, that I wasn't their sister, and that they didn't think or perceive me that way." Brianna, her sister, also expressed her opinion that the parents could have done a better job with, connecting us as a family, and it never really happened. Christine, however, is unsure of how they may have extended their embrace. She ensured that Robyn and Robyn's children were invited to everything. "I would just say, just come into the house anytime you want." She also mentioned that Michael T. Brown Padron lived with Robyn's children for a while and that her daughter Isabel Brown was very close to them. "There were hard times and my kids were frustrated, but they always considered Robyn's kids their siblings just the same. When it's working properly, you have this amazing family unit that you're part of, a community that you're plugged into," Janelle remarked, gushing over the independence she was granted in plural marriage. "You have everything you need, including a wonderful connection with your spouse. After that, I am completely independent. Therefore, plural marriage seemed like a really wonderful arrangement to me." But Kody would never again say "I do" to polygamy. "Polygamy kills emotional intimacy," he said in the episode that aired on December 1st. "It makes everybody defensive, and I really want an emotionally vulnerable, intimate relationship with a woman, and you're not going to get that in polygamy." According to Janelle, once the family moved to Arizona from Las Vegas in 2018, Kody found it more difficult to split his affections. She said on the September 29th show, "Kody found it a lot easier to be away when he moved to Flagstaff. A couple of times I had to remind him that he needed to come to my house. I'm really tired," she said, revealing that he would try to beg off because he was exhausted. "You can rest at my house just as much as you can at Robyn's house," I said. According to Janelle, who described the separateness her family experienced with Robyn, "My children were scolded if they would open up Robyn's fridge." However, the problem for Christine's children was that they saw that Robyn and their dad were a couple and he wasn't in our home. Robyn added that her crew was aware of the division. On the September 29th episode, she revealed, "Mary was very accepting of my kids and I overall, but the rest of the family really struggled to accept my kids and I. All we wanted to do was be a part of this family." However, Gabriel would contend that he and his siblings made a concerted effort to include them. He stated, "I think that Robyn definitely has a victim complex," during the episode that aired on October 13th. "I mean, to be honest. And for that, I don't necessarily hold her accountable. I believe that various people come up with different ways to stay afloat." But he continued, "If she actually believes that we were mistreating her or her children in any way when she was constantly getting favorited by Dad, and we were always working on our relationship with her kids, if she actually believes that, then there's no chance of me having a relationship with Robyn ever again." In the September 29th episode, Kody talked about how his and Robyn's youngest child, Ariella, who was born in January 2016, clung to his leg as he tried to depart, demonstrating how having their dad move between 4 different houses did have an impact on his 18 children. "There's another wife who needs me, another mother. I had to tell her. I have other children who must see me," Kody explained. "And she's yelling, 'Don't leave me, Daddy, don't leave me,' while she drags along on my legs. And I think, golly man, this is difficult." Janelle insisted, "Unfortunately, that's just a reality of plural marriage." From the very beginning, she continued, her children understood that their father would not be there all the time. "I've always thought Robyn and Kody handled her kids' problems poorly. Ari gets really depressed or something, so he couldn't be gone for longer than 3 or 4 days. I think that was a bad parenting move. The other children have done it throughout the family's history, and they're doing just fine. They are mature, well-adjusted individuals." During Kody's divorces, Mykelti, a mother of 3 and one of the few Brown children still close to Robyn and Kody, as well as Christine and Janelle, played the role of peacekeeper. Robyn was close to Mykelti from the time she joined the Brown family, and she was even invited to attend the birth of her twins, Archer and Ace, in November 2022. "I was trying to figure out who I was when Robyn first joined the family, and she made me feel special, and she made me feel seen," Mykelti said in the episode that aired on September 29th. "When I needed someone, Robyn was there for me. When I needed someone to listen to me and show me love, she was there." Additionally, her mother Christine was ecstatic. Christine said in the October 6th episode, "It was everything that I hoped for when Robyn entered the family, and it was clear that she and Mykelti had a great relationship. When I was so excited about having a plural family, I was hoping that my kids would have a great relationship with other moms." Kody believes that he was taken out of their life by more than just his wives. He gave his perspective on his distance from some of his older children in the October 6th episodes, explaining, "They're purposely leaving me out of their lives to punish me for a crime I did not commit. I am only guilty of not falling madly in love with their mothers." Furthermore, he added, he believes his ex-spouses share some of the responsibility. "This disparity in relationship with my children is specifically in my mind because of SD talk," he stated. "It's like, well, blame Dad. There's this cyclone of disappointment because the family is splitting apart or something. Dad made a mistake. Although he bears some of the responsibility, he finds the name-calling offensive." Kody disclosed that one of his children replied to a text message saying, "You are a piece of trash," indicating that he was having trouble connecting with Hunter, Maddie, and Gabriel. "In any case, I would never talk to you again. I've had one of my kids just say, 'You're an a-hole,'" he told cameras earlier in a different instance. "I will never speak to you again. You brainwashed me and controlled me." And he's unwilling to deal with that venom. He stated, "I'm not going to reach out forever," adding that he believes his parents ought to be doing more to make things right. "I'm willing to make the effort, but somebody else is going to have to be on the other end of that and make some effort too." Sister wives Robyn Brown feeling unaccepted by Kody's original wives destroyed the family. Her plan to isolate herself and Kody further still isn't working. Introduction. For years, the Brown family has been under the scrutiny of the public eye as they navigate their complex plural marriage and family dynamics. But no one's journey has been more intense and controversial than Robyn Brown's. As the 4th wife of Kody Brown, Robyn's arrival into the family was met with a mix of skepticism and curiosity. Despite her sincere attempts to fit in, Robyn has found herself at the center of a storm that threatens to tear the family apart. What started as an eager woman wanting to be part of the family has morphed into a drama-filled narrative, with Robyn allegedly struggling to gain acceptance from Kody's original wives. Has her attempt to isolate herself and Kody further backfired? Is Robyn really the villain some claim her to be? Let's dive into the devastating fallout that might have ruined the Brown family's once promising future. Chapter 1. Robyn's role in the family, the outsider or a new beginning. When Robyn first entered the Brown family, many were skeptical about how she would fit into the already established family dynamic. Kody's first 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine had been with him for years, and they all had their own relationships, struggles, and history with him. Robyn's entry seemed like a fresh start for Kody. But for the other wives, it was anything but. Many fans remember the early days of Robyn's arrival, how she instantly formed a bond with Kody and seemed to flourish in the new family setting. But behind the scenes, the tension was palpable. How did Kody's first wives really feel about Robyn's role in the family? Was Robyn truly welcomed into the fold, or was she always seen as an outsider? These questions continue to haunt the Brown family and, according to insiders, are a central reason behind much of the family's current turmoil. Chapter 2. The Backlash Against Robyn. Kody's first wives respond. Kody's original wives weren't shy about expressing their feelings about Robyn. Mary, Janelle, and Christine each had their own reservations about Robyn's arrival, and it was not long before these concerns began to spill over into the family's daily life. From uncomfortable family dinners to passive-aggressive comments on social media, the tensions between Robyn and the original wives have been undeniable. But what exactly did Kody's first wives find so difficult about Robyn's presence in the family? According to several sources close to the Brown family, Robyn's desire to bond with Kody in a way that seemed more romantic than familial caused a rift between her and the other wives. Instead of blending in and respecting the established family dynamics, Robyn's approach seemed to fuel the fire. Was it Robyn's constant need for reassurance from Kody, or her desire to be the favorite wife, that caused the most issues? What role did Kody's own behavior play in the division of the family? The answer may shock you as we dig deeper into the fractures that led to the family's current struggles. Chapter 3. Robyn's attempts to isolate Kody and herself. In recent years, Robyn has been accused of attempting to isolate Kody from his other wives. While she insists that she only wants what's best for the family, many have begun to wonder if her ultimate goal is to pull Kody further away from his first wives, leaving her as his only support system. Robyn's isolation tactics have been subtle yet calculated. From refusing to attend family events unless Kody is present to making certain decisions without consulting the other wives, Robyn has been accused of building walls between her and the rest of the family. But how far is Robyn willing to go to get what she wants? And more importantly, has this plan backfired? Despite Robyn's efforts to create a stronger bond with Kody, it seems that her tactics have not worked as intended. Kody, while supportive of Robyn, is increasingly at odds with his first wives. Has Robyn's strategy of isolation ultimately isolated Kody instead? Chapter 4. The Ripple Effect on the Family Dynamic. The impact of Robyn's behavior is not just felt between Kody and his wives. The children of the family have also been caught in the crossfire, with many of them expressing confusion and frustration over the ongoing tension. The once strong bonds between the children and their siblings are now strained, as they find themselves torn between their parents. For the children of Mary, Janelle, and Christine, growing up in a family where their parents are no longer in harmony is difficult. But for Kody and Robyn's children, the issue is even more complicated. Are they caught in the middle of a battle they didn't ask for? How does it affect their relationships with each other and their parents? As Robyn and Kody's relationship continues to grow, the family unit is beginning to fall apart. What started as a seemingly perfect family has now become a fragmented and broken structure that may never heal. Chapter 5. Robyn's continued efforts to hold on to Kody. As Kody continues to divide his time between Robyn and his first wives, Robyn's feelings of rejection only seem to grow stronger. Despite her best efforts to isolate herself and Kody further from the other wives, she has yet to truly succeed in creating a lasting, undivided family. In fact, many believe that Robyn's intense focus on Kody has only pushed him further away. Kody has made it clear that he still cares about all of his wives, but he's also repeatedly stated that the relationship with Robyn is different. And yet, Robyn doesn't seem willing to accept this reality. She has tried everything, from overcompensating in her role as a wife to trying to charm Kody's children, but nothing has worked. Robyn's inability to truly bond with Kody's first wives has left her isolated in a way that seems to have become a vicious cycle. She's distanced herself from the original wives, tried to convince Kody that they are the only ones who matter, and yet still finds herself fighting for his attention. The plan to dominate Kody's affections is failing, and it's leaving her alone in a way that no one could have predicted. Chapter 6: The Breaking Point. Can Robyn and Kody's marriage survive? As the family struggles to keep things together, Robyn and Kody's relationship faces a breaking point. Robyn's frustration with the other wives continues to grow, but Kody seems unwilling to fully sever his ties with his past. Can Robyn and Kody's marriage survive, or is the damage too great? Robyn's feelings of being unaccepted may have created a wedge that she can never truly overcome. As the Brown family tries to heal from years of tension and distrust, it seems that Robyn may have pushed herself and Kody into a situation that neither of them can escape. Conclusion: the fallout and the future of the Brown family. What happens next for Robyn, Kody, and the Brown family? Will the damage done by Robyn's attempts to isolate herself from Kody's first wives prove to be irreversible? Can the family find a way to come together despite their differences? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: the Brown family will never be the same again. Stay tuned for the latest updates on the Brown family's tumultuous journey and what's next for Robyn, Kody, and the rest of the family. Will they be able to rebuild? Or is this the end of the road? Don't miss a moment of the drama.